So, this is another case in Riverside, California, but this is an unsolved case that has been gone. This is the murder suspect, unknown identity, obviously. And then here is the murder victim, Victor Sanchez, 29 years old. Let's dig into this case, y'all. The unsolved murder of Victor Sanchez in 2009. The murder of Victor Sanchez remains one of Riverside, California's most perplexing cold cases. On October 30th, 2009, Sanchez, a 29-year-old hard-working father of two, was brutally stabbed inside his own vehicle, leading to a crash that initially appeared to be an accident. However, upon further investigation, authorities discovered that Sanchez had been fatally stabbed, turning the case into a homicide investigation. Despite surveillance footage showing a suspicious individual interacting with Sanchez minutes before his death, no arrests have been made till this day, and the case remains unsolved. The case stands as a chilling reminder of how quickly a life can be taken and how some crimes remain shrouded in mystery, even with video evidence. Man, that's sad. Rest in peace, homie. Who was Victor Sanchez? You feel me? He was not involved in any crime. He wasn't like a gangbanger or anything like that. He wasn't known for anything like that. He was a devoted father and husband. He was always working to support his family. He worked at two restaurants right here in the IE, specifically Riverside to be exact. He had a strong work ethic, you feel me? He was known for being pretty quiet. He was family oriented, like I said. He worked to provide for his family and his two young children. He did not have any enemies. Who knows? Like, he led a fairly pretty easy, good, just regular life. And sadly, on that day, he just, an act of brutal violence took his life away from his family and his kids and his wife. So, man, rest in peace to Victor Sanchez. He was a good dude from what it sounds like. Just a little background on who he was. On the day of the event, October 30th, 2009, the day started like any other day. It was just a normal day. He went to work, normal routine, but in just a matter of moments, he would tragically lose his life, leaving behind many unanswered questions. So around 3:30 p.m., Sanchez cashes his paycheck. Boom. He was captured on surveillance footage inside a local check cashing place right here in Riverside. The footage shows him completing like a little couple transactions without any visible signs of didn't look like he was threatened or doing it beyond his will. But then a suspicious individual was seen in the area just pacing around the entrance. And then around 3:35, after coming out of the store, Sanchez is seen speaking in Spanish with the unidentified suspect in his truck. After a short exchange, the suspect enters the passenger side of Sanchez's vehicle. There is no visible sign of distress. In the footage, you don't see Sanchez fighting or anything. Sanchez may have known the homie. You feel me? It might have been somebody that he knows, and it just in the footage it didn't perceive to be a threat or anything like that. So around 3:40, just 5 minutes later, literally just 5 minutes after that, Sanchez's truck, boom, crashed into a building on the 5900 block of Brockton near Harupa. So if you're in the IE, right there, near downtown Riverside, kind of by Mount Rubidoux and stuff, you feel me? His truck crashed. Witnesses called 911, believing he was just faded or drunk or who knows what they thought. But people called the cops, and the first responders arrived and discovered that he got stabbed. They were like, yo, he's critical condition. Sanchez, he was rushed to the hospital, but he tragically passed away due to his injuries shortly after. The manner of his death is officially ruled as a homicide due to multiple stab wounds. The suspect was nowhere to be found, and authorities now face a full-fledged murder investigation. The key evidence is the crime footage, you feel me? The most critical piece of evidence in this case particularly is the surveillance footage from a nearby store. Here's what the footage reveals. Sanchez was seen speaking with the unknown suspect. Y'all know me, I can't read. He was pretty much seen talking to the guy. The suspect entered Sanchez's vehicle Like, he wasn't like, yo, let me in. Like, he was like, yo, hop in the whip, pretty much, you know? Um, Suggesting that Sanchez either knew him or didn't know him, or he was like, hey, let's go party or whatever. Minutes later, Sanchez was found dying in his crashed vehicle. The stabbing, this is like the crime scene details. The stabbing took place inside the truck, meaning it was up close and personal. No immediate signs of a struggle were visible from the outside, suggesting the attack happened very quickly. Like, he just, and that was it. The murder weapon was never found. The suspect managed to flee undetected, raising questions about how he escaped quickly. Like, nobody's seen him, nobody's seen where he went, nobody's seen the attack. They just seen the truck crash, boom. And it's crazy because there's a lot of cameras down there now, so maybe this present day they'd have probably seen it. But this is 2009. You feel me? So well, what about the money? You feel me? Like, Sanchez cashed his check, obviously. So the motive, they think it's unclear if money was actually taken. If it was just a robbery, why murder Sanchez? Like if it was just a robbery, why did he get stabbed like so brutally? You feel me? Like, in broad daylight, public, just like boom. Like, it had to be something personal. It could have been a targeted attack disguised as a robbery. You don't even know. Like, one of the theories is a robbery gone wrong. Um, Another theory is personal dispute or retaliation. Maybe he did something that nobody knows about. Maybe he, you know, had a life that nobody knew about. It's not too uncommon these days for for people to have double lives. You feel me? But I'm not saying anything like that. I'm not speculating. I'm just saying, like, these are some of the theories and some of the motives. It could have been, and then the third final motive could be just a random act of violence. Maybe he seen him and it was like, oh, like, maybe because Mexican people out here in the IE are very trusting. They're like, you know, even the gangsters are they get along with all the homies and all the people out here. So yeah, like, it's just one of those things. Like, so it could have been like I said, a robbery gone wrong. He could have did something personally to him, or it could have just been a random act of violence. You feel me? But yeah, that's that so far. And why is the case still unsolved? You feel me? Despite having clear, literally footage, it's still unsolved. The lack of identification is the first thing. The suspect has never been identified and no major leads have come forward. 2, the suspect escaped quickly. The murder happened within minutes and he was gone. Like, he was in, out, gone. Like, within minutes, like, gone. Nobody's seen it. No direct witnesses. Like, they seen the truck crash, but nobody's seen the stabbing happen. So who knows? Like, if it even happened in the truck, maybe it happened and he drove off and something happened. Crashed, and the murder suspect got out before he even drove off. And there was never ever no murder weapon. There just never was. That's just what it is. So till this day, like, where the case stands, we're in 2025. It's like, what, February now? Or no, we're in March. It's March 4th, February. And the case is still open in the Riverside PD. It's a cold case unit. It's a cold case file. And they don't have nothing. Authorities continue to seek the public's help in identifying the suspect. Public involvement. The surveillance footage remains online, which hopes that someone will recognize the suspect. Anyone with any information can contact the Riverside Police Department Homicide Cold Case Unit at 951-320-800 or 8000, sorry. 951-320-8000. Any anonymous tips submitted via the Atlas One mobile app. Family's plea for justice. Sanchez family still seeks closure more than a decade after his murder. It's very sad when your family just don't have no answers and they don't know why. His children, who were very young at the time, have grown up without knowing what happened to their father, and it'd be very nice to give them an answer or something that they can be like, you know what, this is what happened. This is, they need some closure. They need some peace of mind. So, in conclusion, you feel me? Will it ever get solved? Is the person even still around? Who knows? Maybe that person's in prison already for some other stuff. The murder of Victor Sanchez is pretty sad. It's haunting. Like, happened here in the IE in Riverside. It's shocking that even with surveillance footage, the killer remains unidentified. Was this a planned attack? Did the suspect vanish into another state or country? Could new forensic technology help the case? We don't know. We really don't know at this point. Until then, Victor Sanchez's family continues to answer and wait for help. And yeah, so yeah, rest in peace to Victor. To this day, Victor's family wakes up every morning with the same question: why? Why was such a hardworking father taken from his family? Why did someone look him into the eyes, sit in his truck, and steal his life in just a matter of minutes? Why, after all these years, has justice never came knocking? Why hasn't nobody even you feel me? There's nothing. There's no answers. They're just like, hey, sorry, we don't have nothing for you. So if you or anybody you know wants to come forward and anonymously give some tips, or if you, the killer yourself, are watching this right now and you feel like you want to come forward, it's never too late. You feel me? I hope the family finds peace somehow, some way. Rest in peace to that man. Rest in peace. Make sure to not forget. And this is the most important thing out of everything I'm going to say. Please, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe, because the more eyes on this case, the closer we get to finding the answers that Victor's family has waited for way too long to hear. Drop a comment below. What do you think really happened? Could this case finally be solved? Until next time, stay safe, stay aware, and remember, some stories never end until we make them. My name is MC Life. Hope you guys have a great night. This is Inland Empire Stories. Follow us on Instagram, YouTube, everywhere, at IE Stories, across all platforms. You have a great night. Make sure to hit that like, comment, and subscribe button. Peace.